Over the last 3 days, Disney Cruise Line gave us a lot of information regarding the all-new Disney Destiny cruise ship coming in late 2025. While we didn't get a full reveal for this ship, we now have a much bigger picture of what to expect from this third addition to the Triton class. We're going to be covering all those reveals, sharing our opinions, and so much more up next. Before we get into the Disney Destiny reveal, I have a very special announcement. I'm so happy to share with you all that I have officially partnered with MC Travel Company as the official travel agency of Theme Park Express. The team at MC Travel Company is dedicated to making sure that you have an incredible and even more importantly, stress-free vacation experience. We use them to book our super last-minute Halloween on the High Seas Disney cruise, and they have made this whole last-minute booking process an absolute breeze. Booking with MC Travel is 100% free to do, and you get the assistance of a dedicated travel agent who will do all the heavy lifting when it comes to planning a land or sea vacation. As a thank you for booking with MC Travel and for supporting Theme Park Express, they are offering my viewers exclusively up to $150 of onboard credit on your next cruise. That's right guys, MC Travel is going to give you free money to use on board your next cruise if you mention Theme Park Express at the time of booking with them. If you guys are ready to take the stress and hassle out of planning your next vacation, then go ahead and click the link down in the description below or scan the QR code up on the screen now to get started. I want to thank you guys so much for getting me to the point in my career where I can partner with such a great travel agency. It really does mean the absolute world to me, and by booking with them, you're also directly supporting my channel. So from the bottom of my heart, again, thank you guys so much. Alright, now let's get into the Destiny news. So the first day of reveal started off with a bang where we learned the theme of an all-new main dining experience coming to the Disney Destiny. On the Disney Wish on Deck 5, we have Arendelle, a frozen dining adventure. On the Disney Treasure, we learned that Plaza de Coco was going to occupy that space, delivering a dinner and a show experience similar to what we see in Arendelle. And now on the Disney Destiny, we learn that the Lion King is making its way to a DCL main dining room. The iconic songs and legendary moments of the Lion King will come to life at Pride Land's Feast of the Lion King. The Savannah-inspired menu will bring unique depictions of animals and nature to life through lighting and special effects, while the window-lined back wall will transform from stunning sunrises to enchanting sunsets throughout the meal. As families dine, a colorful ensemble of live musicians and storytellers will take the stage in the center of the restaurant, complete with tiered risers that evoke African drums as they present a musical journey through the award-winning soundtrack. Performances will include productions of Circle of Life and Hakuna Matata, plus a mashup of I Just Can't Wait to Be King and Be Prepared, a fun take that highlights the hero-villain dynamic of the story. A uniquely themed menu will underscore beloved music during this soulful celebration of family and Simba's journey to embrace his destiny. Now I gotta say, I did not see this move coming, though I am pleasantly surprised. I'm seeing this as a festival of the Lion King dinner show. I can imagine this dining experience will be pretty similar to the show at Disney's Animal Kingdom, and with it being my all-time favorite show on Disney World property, I think adding African-inspired food to the mix will make the whole experience 10 times better. Now obviously this won't be on the same massive scale as the stage show at Walt Disney World, but I think this will definitely work as a dining experience on board a Disney ship. I also like the addition of some additional elevated platforms to the main stage in the center of the restaurant, because sometimes it can be difficult to see the performers in Arendelle if you're seated more towards the back of the room. Along with the announcement of the new main dining room experience, we also learned the theme of the extra cost sweet shop on board the Disney Destiny, Edna Mode's Lab, where the famed fashion designer from the Incredibles films whips up outfits for the world's most famous supers, will be transformed into a one-of-a-kind confectionery at the brand new Edna a la Mode Suites aboard the Disney Destiny. Inspired by the Auntie Edna short film, the lab's modern sewing equipment will be repurposed as sweet-making mechanisms meant to entertain Jack Jack, the unpredictable and hilariously unstoppable super baby. The results? A marvelous selection of handmade gelato, ice cream, cookies, candies, and specialty treats served among the lab's bolts of fabric, costume models, and picture-perfect sculptures of both Edna and Jack Jack. I'm happy that they found a way to include the Incredibles on this ship, and with Jack Jack and Auntie Edna being as popular as they are, it makes perfect sense to involve them in the sweets making process on board. Now bear in mind that everything served in this shop is an added cost and is not included in the price of your cruise. However, in my opinion, if you're ever tired of the free soft serve ice cream they serve on deck, then this is an excellent and in my opinion worth it alternative. In smaller but still fun news, we learned the themes of the 2 casual walk-up cafes that can be found off the atrium on decks 4 and 5. Cafe Megara, named for the witty and independent heroine of Hercules, will pay homage to the film's ancient world of Greek gods and legendary heroes. With a unique Greco-disco design, the vibrant space will be filled with the lightning bolts and clouds of Mount Olympus, vases featuring the Muses, nods to Pegasus, and waves on the ceiling. Cafe Merida will be inspired by the flame-haired heroine of Pixar's Brave, with a Celtic-centered design that invokes her family's Scottish Highlands heritage. Special touches include a tapestry hung from a mounted bow, while glowing lights above the bar will pay tribute to the Will-o'-the-Wisps, ethereal blue flames that lead travelers to their destiny. Unfortunately, we do not have concept art of these 2 spaces yet. Along with that, we learned the themes of the different staterooms and suites aboard the Disney Destiny as well. There will be staterooms themed to Hercules, Mulan, Brave, Raya and the Last Dragon, Big Hero 6, The Incredibles, and Fantasia. Bear in mind the Fantasia rooms are exclusive to concierge guests. Day 2 of reveals for the Disney Destiny was not as exciting as the first, but we still learned about a few more fun spaces and experiences coming to the ship. We started by learning more about DeVille's Piano Lounge, a space themed around the 101 Dalmatians villain Cruella DeVille. This piano bar is going in the space that is currently occupied by nightingales on the Disney Wish. Cruella's infamous flair for style and wickedly bold attitude will be reflected in the Hollywood Regency-inspired aesthetic of the adult-exclusive lounge, where everything will be adorned in her signature color palette of red, black, and white. Amid sultry tunes from the spotted piano, guests will wind down in style with trendy martinis, chic cocktails, and glamorous wines and bubblies. Next up, we learned that Cask and Cauldron will be a Pirates of the Caribbean themed space coming to the Disney Destiny in the same location that Keg and Compass occupies now on the Disney Wish. At Cask and Cannon, guests will join the ranks of the Pirates of the Caribbean for an evening of revelry, recreation, and of course, rum. Inspired by the iconic characters and scenes from the beloved Disney Parks attractions around the world, the new pub will be an eclectic yet cozy watering hole furnished with treasures acquired during the pirates' many voyages around the globe. Again, there is sadly no concept art for this space yet. We also learned that Disney Destiny will introduce a quirky new storyline filled with Disney animation villains to the Aquamouse water slide. In Sing a Silly Song, Mickey and Minnie will lead guests on a seemingly ominous trek to the peak of Villain Mountain. When faced with some of the most fearsome villains of Disney animation lore, the duo will employ a silly song and a bit of pixie dust to transform each chilling encounter into a wacky surprise. Guests will laugh and splash along as Queen of Hearts, Scar, Chernabog, and others find themselves in unconventionally hilarious situations. The wait times can get pretty long for the Aquamouse on most sailings, so make sure you plan ahead if you want to experience this. Next up, we learn that the Haunted Mansion Parlor is making its way to the Disney Destiny after being announced for the Disney Treasure, which is scheduled to sail its maiden voyage later this year. This will occupy the space currently being used by the Hyperspace Lounge on the Disney Wish. I've seen some mixed reactions to this particular announcement. Some are calling it lazy, and others were expecting something new. I, on the other hand, think that this is a great idea. Disney saw the reception to the announcement of this lounge for the Treasure, and they knew it was going to be popular. However, the Treasure is sailing exclusively 6 to 7 night itineraries, so I think making the lounge available on a ship that sails shorter itineraries like this one is a great move, because not all families will have the money or time for a longer cruise on the Treasure. Plus, the majority of the general cruising population will only sail on one Disney ship every couple of years, and I think it's mostly frequent cruisers that are put off by this, which is definitely a first world problem that I'm personally okay with having. Last but not least, for day 2, we learned about some of the character experiences guests can expect on board the Disney Destiny. Both heroes and villains from across the Disney universe will take center stage aboard the Disney Destiny. Guests will encounter formidable foes including Maleficent, Hades, Cruella DeVille, Captain Hook, Mr. Smee, and Oogie Boogie through a variety of shows, meet and greets, and special appearances throughout the ship, along with some of Disney's most mischievous and misunderstood personalities like Captain Jack Sparrow, Bruno, and Loki. The Disney Destiny will also introduce exclusive ways for guests to interact with their favorite villains, rogues, and mischief makers during all new events and activities. This will complement a host of popular programs from across the Disney Cruise Line fleet, including a frighteningly fun dance party in Oogie Boogie's shipboard lair and an interactive Disney trivia event that often gets interrupted by a cast of Disney villains. Moving on to day 3 of announcements for the Disney Destiny, we got our first look at the Grand Hall for the 3rd Triton-class ship. The Grand Hall of the Disney Destiny will be its most striking and prominent gathering space, a mythical realm that welcomes guests to a world of epic dualities, heroes and villains, adventure, and relaxation. Inspired by the rich lore, distinctive iconography, and vibrant palette of Marvel Studios' Black Panther films, the Grand Hall will be Disney Cruise Line's Kingdom on the Seas. The Walt Disney Imagineering team consulted with the costume team from the Black Panther movies, and those insights helped them fashion a creative vision for this space, including metalwork on the pillars inspired by the branded armor and stacked jewelry found in Wakanda. A breathtaking light fixture inspired by vibranium will generate show-stopping effects that will fill the room with life and color. Presiding over the Grand Hall will be a stunning statue of T'Challa, the Black Panther, King of Wakanda, devoted son and beloved brother sworn to protect his kingdom and the Disney Destiny. The transformative Grand Hall will be a living theater where heroes and villains from across the Disney universe take center stage and interact with guests in thrilling ways. Complete with a dazzling stage and 360-degree lighting effects, this kinetic environment will come to life throughout every voyage with immersive shows and interactive programming featuring favorite characters from Disney, Marvel, and beyond. On a personal note, I absolutely love the look of this atrium based off the concept art we were given. At first I couldn't figure out why I was so drawn to it, but then I saw online that this Grand Hall's color scheme is very similar to our existing fleet of OG Disney ships, being the Magic, Wonder, Dream, and Fantasy. Plus I think the atrium statue being the Black Panther is a touching tribute to the late Chadwick Boseman. So on the Disney Wish, we have a 2-story tall event space called Luna, where you can find activities like bingo, silent dance parties, and even the adult exclusive Match Your Mate. Here on the Disney Destiny, the space will be called Saga. Charged with an electric atmosphere of possibility, Saga will be the more dramatic counterpart to the ethereal Grand Hall, and will also take cues from the architecture of Wakanda. On the Disney Wish, we have a space called the Bayou on Deck 3 just outside the Walt Disney Theater and nestled in between a few high-end jewelry and merchandise stores. On the Disney Destiny, we will have the Sanctum, which will be Disney Cruise Line's first lounge inspired by the powerful sorcerers and mythical artifacts of Marvel's Doctor Strange. The centrally located entertainment parlor will host a variety of activities throughout the voyage, offering guests a magical array of cocktails, spirits, and coffees. Like all sanctums, this venue will contain mystical items designed to aid sorcerers in protecting the world. Guests will discover unique surprises from Doctor Strange's New York sanctum, including a circular mirror behind the bar that evokes the building's iconic window. Next up, we learned that the Disney Destiny will also feature a super expensive funnel suite that will be themed around Tony Stark. I say themed loosely with imaginary air quotes because the concept art I'm seeing isn't really giving Tony Stark in my opinion, but that's just me. Regarding some of the other returning experiences we can expect to see on the Disney Destiny, we have 2 main dining rooms returning to this ship that can be found on the Disney Wish and Treasure, 1923 and Worlds of Marvel. We also learned that along with a yet-to-be-announced, hopefully all-new stage show coming to the Walt Disney Theater, we have the returning favorite Seize the Adventure and Frozen, a musical spectacular, making its way to the Destiny as well. One of the most exciting bits of news that we got from this final day is the reveal of the stern design of the ship. For the first time in Disney Cruise Line history, a Marvel superhero will be the signature stern character on the Disney Destiny, a hallmark design feature that represents the theme and personality of each Disney ship. The larger-than-life sculpture will showcase Spider-Man and his Spider-Bots, who are making a well-meant, if a bit haphazard, attempt at decorating the filigree on the back of the ship. It really goes to show how big of a Spider-Man fan I am when this is the news that got me the most hype for this new ship. Instead of yellow waves and swirls surrounding the ship's name, it looks like a bunch of webs surrounding it, which I think is very unique and very cool. I also want to point out the adorable Spider-Bots as well. I fell in love with these little guys as soon as I saw them in Avengers Campus over at Disney's California Adventure, and I love seeing them again on the Disney ship. I especially like the one wearing the snorkel gear. He's my favorite. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, we got the official confirmation that the Disney Destiny will be setting sail in November of 2025 out of Fort Lauderdale, doing 4 to 5 night itineraries to the Bahamas and Western Caribbean. Originally, we were told it would be setting sail in December, but it seems like they pushed that up, which is always a pleasant surprise. We also got the announcement that the bookings for the Disney Destiny will open to the general public on September 12th, with repeat cruisers getting early booking access before then. Of course, if you're looking to book the Disney Destiny when it sets sail in 2025 or beyond, beyond, my friends over at MC Travel can help make that happen and take the stress and hassle out of booking day one. Remember, the prices for cruises go up as time goes on, so booking as early as possible is the only way to secure your vacation at the cheapest rates. Of course, booking with MC Travel comes at no additional cost to you, and you can earn up to $150 in stateroom credit for mentioning Theme Park Express at your time of booking. By booking with them, you're not only making your vacation planning easier, but you're also directly supporting my channel as well. I want to hear from you guys down in the comment section below. What are you most excited for from this brand new Triton class ship coming in November of 2025? I'm personally really excited for this new ship, as a lot of properties being represented on the ship are favorites of mine, so I'm looking forward to seeing how it's all executed. If you enjoyed any bit of today's video and you found any of the information given today helpful, then please help us out by leaving a like on the video, as it lets YouTube know to show it to more Disney Cruise fans out there. If you want to stay up to date on all the latest Disney Cruise Line news regarding their newest upcoming ships, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. We are on the road to 100,000 subscribers, and I'd love to have you be a part of this journey. I hope you are all having a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, and evening, and I'll see you guys in the next video.